I'm Randy Bowman, and I've been going down to death row doing attorney visits for well over 30 years now. Much of that time was as a public defender, and then more recently as an ACLU attorney visiting the guys on death row. What are death row prisoners like? Well, typically they are actually the best behaved people in DOC custody. They're typically rated the top behavior level by DOC itself, which is what they call their level 4. There is truly a lot of humanity on death row. The guys just want simple human things like group religious services. They value that. They'd like to have a window. They'd like to have contact with their family when they come down to visit, a chance to associate with other prisoners, a little fresh air, and an opportunity to contribute by working. What was death row like for years and years? It was in a concrete windowless bunker on H Unit, a supermax facility where otherwise mostly behavior problems are kept. There were no group religious services for most of that time. Visits on this H Unit are through glass and on a phone. There's obviously no hug, no hand holding or touching of any kind with the visitors. They were held in solitary confinement celling without group association. Even at recreation time, those were done in solitary environment as well. They had no time outside. They typically had no job or opportunity to contribute. ACLU asked to stop the solitary confinement of well-behaved people with death sentences in Oklahoma, and DOC moved most of death row to a quad on another unit, A Unit, the unit where they were separately housing some other well-behaved prisoners at that time. What improvements have been obtained? The guys that are housed on A Unit get group religious services conducted by a volunteer pastor at no cost to DOC. They have windowed cells, yet still in a maximum security environment. They have contact visits with their family across a table where they can get a brief hug at the start and end of the visit and can hold hands as they often do, of course. They have a group outside rec yard where they could shoot a couple of hoops or chit-chat, maybe play checkers or something. They have just recently started working, some of them in the kitchen, preparing meals for the whole prison. Well, how's it going? It's going smoothly, and the prison has been benefiting from the work that the guys do. Formerly, I understand the non-death row kitchen details were often poor performers. Seems to be going well now. What little bit is left and easy to fix? There are just a handful of level 4 prisoners, people with death sentences, who are very well behaved folks in custody, but back on the bunker H Unit, the concrete bunker facility. Why? Mostly because those few guys couldn't double cell for one reason or another. It was age. One of them was like 71 years old, difficulty clambering up on the top bunk. One fella has really severe PTSD, other disabilities like an A, and for the guys back on H Unit is still the same. It would be so easy to give the well-behaved H guys a group religious service too. A pastor has already volunteered to do it. It'd be so easy to give the well-behaved H guys contact visits. Actually, the contact room where those visits is held is on H Unit and just a few steps away where these few guys are celled. It'd be so easy to let the well-behaved H guys out on the yard together, just a little bit of togetherness. So adding just a few things has made such a great difference and has worked well for everybody. There are a couple of obvious, easy things left to do, and we're working on that currently. Thank you.